Welcome to your favorite channel where you get to learn about leadership, communication, and networking. If you're new on this channel, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. That is the only way this channel grows. This community grows bigger and stronger, and will further help more and more people like yourself and myself to become much more equipped as far as leadership, communication, and networking are concerned. So today, like I said, this is what we do here. We talk about leadership, communication, and networking. I will be saying something on communication, and it's how to hone your communication skill. We're going into a new week, and you probably only talk to your few friends, and you want to improve your communication skill. The easiest way or the best way to do it is just to go out there and talk to someone new. So make it intentional. Communication is intentional, leadership is intentional, and so is networking. So we live in a world where everyone is boxed in. Just look around you. Everyone is boxed in. No one wants to talk to a stranger. No one wants to connect with someone new. Everyone is boxed in. And now, of course, there's a pandemic. There's a social distancing. And all of these things keeps us boxed in. So if you want to reach out to people, you got to be intentional. You got to still follow the rules, of course. Wear your face mask and social distance. But always be intentional about meeting people. You could go to a public library. Maybe you'd go in there to do your business, and if you see someone random, just say hi to them. Or maybe at the gym, say hi to some stranger. The point of it is, if you want to expand your base, if you want to expand, maybe you're a businessman and you want to expand your client or customer base, if all you ever reach out to is the number of people that you already have on your list, and those are the only people you reach out to, there will never be an expansion. But if you make the effort to say, okay, last week we called 100 customers on our customer list. This week we need to expand. We're going to call the 100 people, but then we will expand to 120. Now that's intentionality. And now you are expanding. You're not just reaching out to those that you already reach out to. By the way, the name of the game, as one of my mentors said, is conversion. You're basically converting. That's what we're doing. We are recruiting and converting. So we go out there, we reach out to like minds, we recruit them, we convert them, and they become, baptized in us type of ideology. Every single thing that we do in life is recruitment and conversion. If you have a friend who becomes your best friend, you guys probably didn't know each other from Adam, but then you got to know each other. You guys realize that you have the same ideology, and then you became best friends. The same thing in relationship. I always use relationship example. Is you're a guy, for example, and then you meet a random lady. You approach her and you opened up to her and you discuss with her who you are. You introduce yourself and you guys connect because you probably have the same values. And then you guys became friends over time, and then you're dating, and eventually you get married. Sometimes, in most cases, if the lady doesn't like you, then you have to put in the extra effort to convince her. What you're doing is you're converting her from what she used to believe about you, thinking maybe you're a jackass, into now realizing that you are something else. So that means you are converting her. The same thing is applicable to churches, for example. In the church, and by the way, most churches are no longer growing because of this, because they don't understand the rules of conversion. If you go to a church, you see the same members, when even in the Bible, Christ said, "Go ye into the world." You see, "Go ye into the world." and preach the gospel. He said, go ye into the world. And you know, if we say people of the world, we're talking about go meet the sinners, and convert them and bring them to church, let them know Christ. So they become Christians, because the word Christians means Christ-like. So you need to understand that you are converting. Oh, by the way, the same thing happens in politics. Democrats and Republicans, in previous 4 years ago, Republicans had a higher number of votes. In this election, the Democrats had higher number of votes, which means there were Republicans who became Democrats. That means Democrats preached their gospel, so to say, and they were able to convert Republicans into Democrats. The same thing is applicable in an individual sphere of space. You need to be able to go out there and convert people to believe in your ideas. As a business owner, that is what we do. I do it too. I come up with a business plan, and I go out there and I reach out to people I don't know sometimes, and I'm like, this is what I have, this is my plan, this is what I'm working on, and I'm open to having shareholders and investors and people that will help me grow this business. Some people be like, that is a great idea, and they'll be like, I want in. That is how it works. You come up with a plan and you communicate that plan. Oh, by the way, if your circle of friends in the last 12 months is the same people, then you are not expanding. I mean, you might have some loyalty, which is good. It's a good value, but you are not expanding, because life in general, as Dr. Miles Monroe and Bishop T.D. Jakes, and even this great motivational speaker, I know his name left my head. They've all said it, and it's the truth, that life itself is a battle for territory, and the more you go out there and you convert more people, the more you're like expanding your territory and you're talking to more people. You need to understand the basics of communication. You need to understand the basics of networking. You need to understand the basics of negotiation. You need to understand the basic of, contribution, agreeing with people and disagreeing when it's not when it's not in alignment with your morals and your principle. You need to know all those basic things, because at the end of the day, if you want to, keep expanding, you need to be able to work with more people. But you need to have your morals, your values. You need to have them all organized, because when people know, it's one of the easiest things. It's what I do. I wear my values around my neck. I wear it on my sleeve. I just let people know, this is who I am. This is my core values. Respect, integrity, trust, and service. This is what I work with. This is who I am. And if you want to deal with me, this is what I expect. If I'm working with you and I don't see that, I call it to your attention. Like, this is what I'm doing. I'm not getting any younger, and I don't want to waste your time, and I also don't want you to waste my time. So this is how I work. If it's not convenient for you, then we could try other people. So the same thing has happened. I always put the cards out there. I'm a very truthful human being, and this is what you will get if you're working with me, and this is how I work. So that has been very helpful, because everyone that comes around me already know who I am, and it makes it easier for them to work with me, because they know who they are dealing with and they know what to expect from me. So always be truthful. Just as Jordan Peterson said in his book, always say the truth, or at least don't lie. Always put the truth out there. It will save you millions of headache, especially in the future. Okay. Without losing track of the topic for today is increasing and improving your communication skills, because this channel, of course, focuses on communication, networking, and leadership. Even though I might say so many things along the way, I'm still focused on the topic, which is communication. So, like I said, one way to expand or improve your communication skill is by being intentional and going out there and talking to someone you don't know already. You got to go out there, you got to put yourself out there, you got to take risk. It's all risk. Okay, it's all risk. You need to, and that's why we are who we are, entrepreneurs and free will minded people, because we like taking risk. Okay, so For me, it's all about going out there and taking risks. You get punched in the face, that's fine. You move on to the next person. It's just like a dating game. You approach multiple people. As a guy, you approach multiple women. You approach this woman, she rejects you. You go to the next one, she rejects you. You go to the next one, and then you keep going. You don't stay. You don't approach someone and then they reject you, and you be like, oh, every human being is bad or evil. You don't play the game like that. You gotta be very tactical. And the same thing happens if you're a salesperson. You approach this customer, you try selling this product to them, and they say no. Fine. You don't. Maybe it's just not the time for them to buy from you at that moment. So you go on to the next person without, annoying this person or saying they're evil or whatever. You don't want to burn the bridge because they might need your product in the future. Okay, you got to be tactical and you got to be smart about everything too. So you move on to the next person, market your product to them. If they don't, you move on to the next person until you find your customer and you start expanding your customer base. That is what we're all doing. By the way, that is all we are all doing. So like I said, go out there and be intentional. And if you will take action, because I don't want you to watch this entire video and not do something and not talk to someone new. I want you to comment and tag the new person that you met, that you spoke with after watching this video. It might be through text message, it might be on Instagram. I say hello, I say hi to random people on Instagram. Like I'm just like if someone posts something and I like their comments, I just reach out to them like, whoa, that was very thoughtful. I mean, this is who I am. I'm an entrepreneur. I like what you said, and I went through your page. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm following you right now, because you are. I feel like we share the same ideology. Just reach out to someone new. Don't be the same every week. You want to expand yourself, especially if you're a business person or whatever you do. Even if you're not a business person, if you work in company, you have to be able to. You need to have the skill of putting yourself out there, because it's when you put yourself out there. It's when you put yourself, don't mind the car passing by. My microphone is very sensitive. But if you put yourself out there, that is when people see you and then they know you and then they start recommending you and for leadership positions. They invite you to events, they expose you. And there's a saying that you become what you're exposed to. If you want to be great, you need to be exposed to greatness. And you can't get exposed to greatness if you're always in your cocoon, playing it safe. You can't play it safe anymore. So everything that we teach here, being a leader, being a highly skilled networking individual, and being a better communicator involves you taking a risk. You got to stand in front of people and speak. You got to stand in front of someone new and share your message. You got to be articulate. You got to be friendly. You got to be warm. You got to be thoughtful. And also be receptive. Don't just go out there and bombard people with your ideology. It's like a ping pong. When you say something and they're saying something, you listen. You give them your full undivided attention. People like being listened to. I can't say that. I can't even stress that any better than this. When you give someone your undivided attention, they admire and respect and love you. That's it. That's like the secret to everything. When you sharing your ideology with someone and they're speaking, give them your full undivided attention. And one way that you can prove that you really listen is after they're done with their point, you summarize the point and you say it back to them. And if they say yes, then that means you actively listen to what they just said. So always keep that in mind. Okay, be intentional. Go out and communicate with people. Be an active listener. Be interested in people. Okay, be curious about people. I'm always fascinated by people that are very enthusiastic. I love being enthusiastic, and I love people that are very enthusiastic. One of the reasons why I love being around people that are very enthusiastic is because I used to be extremely shy. It took me a while to overcome that, and and I've been able to surround myself with enthusiastic people, and we're all very enthusiastic in what we do. So for me, I learned how to become an active listener. I listen passionately to whatever someone is saying. I'm so passionate that if you could tell me the same story, the same maybe funny story 50 times, and I would listen to it every second, every time you talk about it, like it's still brand new, and I'll still be amazed like a little kid. You could show me the same movie 50 times and I'll still be as interested as I was the very first time I was seeing the movie. That is just who I am. It's something that I've acculturate into my system, and that's now who I am. So like I said at the beginning, I used to be extremely shy, and one of the things that I did to improve myself in communications, networking and leadership, was by joining a social organization called Toastmasters. And by the way, this entire video is not an ad for Toastmaster International, but joining a social organization like Toastmasters International can really, really help propel you as far as leadership, communication, networking is concerned. Join a Toastmaster organization nearest to you. And thank God everything now is online. You can join an online Toastmasters group and just see how people improve themselves during speak. And always keep in mind, after you join a club, but you got to see the club first. If it's something that you like and you feel what you're doing, then you become a member of the club. But the moment you become a member of a Toastmaster club, you don't just become a member and keep quiet and expect things or expect yourself to improve. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to go all the way in. You need to throw yourself in. You need to take roles. You need to speak. You need to reach out to people for help. You need to ask for mentors. You need to do things. You need to engage. Okay, you need to actively engage in all the club activities, because it would really help you. It will expose you. It will bring you closer to a lot of people that can, help propel you as far as your business or as far as the skills that you want to acquire is concerned. And in this case, it's the communication and leadership skill. This video is highly focused on communication, but because this channel is all about leadership, communication, and networking, that is why I had to attach it. I always attach it. So that being said, this is a new week. Don't just talk to people that you've always been talking to. Expand yourself, spread yourself, communicate with more people, actively listen to people, and engage. And if you really want to improve your communication skill, find a Toastmaster club close to you and join. And everything is online now. You can always look for one online and join one of their Zoom meetings. And if you are interested in joining my Toastmasters club online, my email is down there in the description button. Send me an email and I will find a way to bring you to our meeting. And if you enjoy the meeting, feel free to join my club. It's the Toast of the Bronx in New York, and trust me, it is the best club you would ever. It's going to be the best club you've ever joined, as far as social, as far as connecting with people, as far as growing, as far as meeting people that really want to help you grow is concerned. My club is the best club that you would ever join. That being said, you've heard all this point. I felt like I said so many things because I didn't even come up with a note or point, but this was just something that was burning inside me. But yeah, I said so many things. Take it with a grain of salt, but don't just take it and hold on to it. Implement those things, use them. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all a game. If you feel like you were rejected in the first place, I have a video that says how to use rejection to your advantage. You should go check it out. Rejection is not always the end of the road. It's just telling you to look more into yourself and find out where you're falling short and improve yourself. So yeah, you could always use rejection to your advantage. But yeah, always take risk. Go out there, throw yourself out there. People will criticize, especially if you're in the public eye. People don't criticize those that stay safe in the corner, but those that stay safe in the corner don't grow. People only criticize those that are in public. So once you're out there, it might happen. And if it happens, welcome it, use it to grow, and that's just the way life is. You've heard all the points. Implement it. Go out there, take action, get pragmatic about it, and remember to always be your best self in everything that you do. My name is Dapo Ibrahim. This is my channel. I'm the host. And if this is your first time watching my video, I just want to say thank you for being here. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video for all of your friends to see, so everyone around you, and not just you, will become better speakers, better communicators, better leaders, and exceptional networking gurus. And if you want to keep growing as far as communication, leadership, and networking is concerned, make sure you stay connected. Make sure you stay subscribed to this channel, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Take care, everyone, and have a blessed week.